What's up, fight fans? It's 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Pop, pop. You know what it is. Okay, so Maurico Sulliman is fired back. Top-rated heavyweight contender Dillan Whyte sits number one under the WBC for his displeasure regarding the WBC not giving him a shot for the heavyweight title. Now, Maurico Sulliman, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they overlooked him and they gave the title shot to Dominic Brazil. And Maurico Sulliman is basically saying in this article that, he feels like, he's got a high respect for Dillan Whyte. He's their silver champion. They're good friends. But, he said, going through the media and handling it like this, he said, I'm going to have to handle it a different type of way if you want to go through the media. And, it's going to make it very difficult for you. Well, I find that to be disingenuous, and I find that to be some absolute fuck shit. Now, Mauricio is talking about his father's reputation and, running the WBC's reputation in the ground because what fans are saying on social media about him. Man, it has been absolute 2 years. And for you to give Dominic Brazil that shot, knowing this guy is number one, what sense do you make and how can anybody believe you? You're talking about him fighting for an interim championship. Why would he be fighting for an interim championship last October when he is the number one guy? He should be fighting for a championship. Y'all are putting Luis Ortiz, y'all putting Dominic Brazil, y'all putting Luis Ortiz back in the fucking hot seat again to fight him and completely overlooking Dillan Whyte. Mauricio, you're full of shit. You're absolutely full of shit. You're trying to sabotage Anthony Joshua for Dillan Whyte and you're trying to sabotage Anthony Joshua and Dillan Whyte. You're trying to go to the WBO and other sanctioning bodies and talk to them about trying to go around Anthony Joshua and fight Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz for an undisputed match. So it just shows that you pamper Deontay Wilder in every sense of the word. And my whole question is this: why didn't y'all go that hard for Anthony Joshua when he had all 4 belts? Oh, I get it. Hold up. Y'all have been the most crooked organization since the beginning of time. And now because social media, thank God for social media presence, and now someone is absolutely putting their foot on your neck, you feel like you're the victim. Well, how does Dillan Whyte feel as being the silver champion for 2 years and having to watch you run back Luis Ortiz again and then sitting there watching Deontay Wilder live talking about he locked up Tyson Fury because he was scared about all the pressure that Anthony Joshua put on him? Well, anyway, this is about Dillan Whyte. Make the fucking fight. Make the fight. Make the fight, you crooked piece of shit, because obviously you're not giving this man the opportunity. Obviously they got to go out in the media and talk, man. The time for class is over. The time for diplomacy and the time for action is now. So you need to do your responsibility as the president. Stop all of this crooked stuff that you're doing with, I don't know what it is, with you and the PBC that y'all got against the Zone and Eddie Hearn. Y'all just don't want him to win because you already know, man. Al Heyman is on his last leg. All he has is the welterweight division. And once fucking Terrence Crawford runs through that, he ain't going to have nothing else. So the fact still remains that you're trying to, spoon feed, pacify Al Heyman, the PBC, and Deontay Wilder, and you're not giving the people who have the right to actually fight for the fucking belt a fucking chance. And you're talking about interim belt. You try to put Tyson Fury and Dillan Whyte fight on when Tyson Fury been out the ring for 2+ years, got a damn draw, and you overlooking Dillan Whyte. How does that make any sense? The fact still remains that what y'all doing is disingenuous, it's wrong, and it's all the way crooked. So I don't believe anything you saying out of your mouth. And yeah, we only getting one story. We're not getting one story. We're getting both sides of the story because we already see what you're doing. We already see that you're trying to have him fight Luis Ortiz, and you've been protecting him from Dillan Whyte. Let Deontay Wilder get his ass whooped. It is not your responsibility to protect the fighter. It is your responsibility to do right by the fighters. And the fighter that who is rightfully number one, you need to do so. Deontay Wilder has only had 2 mandatories in the past 4 years that he's been champion. And Dillan Whyte, trying to get him to fight interim belts, man, give it a rest, man. You know what? You are very crooked, sir. Your whole organization is very crooked, sir. And the way you guys are handling Dillan Whyte and the way you guys are handling Eddie Hearn is crooked. And I hope they fucking go through litigation on that ass. For real, he should not be fighting Luis Ortiz right now. The way you're trying to go around Anthony Joshua, why don't you pull that fucking old ass fucking Luis Ortiz out and let Dillan Whyte and fucking Deontay Wilder get it on instead of protecting these pieces of shit? Man, Maurico Sulliman, who gives a fuck about your side? Your side is supposed to be the sanctioning body and doing the right thing. Nobody Nobody should hear from you. We should just see the action and what you're supposed to do as a sanctioning body. But we're not getting that, and that's all I got to say about it. If anybody is on social media bashing Maurico Sulliman, please let it continue, because his reputation should be absolutely suspect, because his father's reputation was absolutely suspect. And let's continue to put our foot on these guys' neck, because the WBC is the world's most corrupt boxing organization, and that is a fact. This is two hands. It costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect.